MULLET MADJACK is an action-packed game that promises an exhilarating experience, embodying the sentiment that technology is the key to freedom, echoing works of William Gibson, Philip K. Dick, and 80s Japanese OVAs, an aesthetic that complements the boomer shooter with an injected modern relevance and speed. You play as Jack, your standard heroic figure, accompanied with a daring mullet who is tasked with rescuing a kidnapped social media influencer in a future dominated by rogue AI. As a moderator, Jack's mission is streamed live, and his survival depends on constant dopamine hits from defeating enemies or drinking boomer soda. The game features 10 randomly generated floors filled with environmental hazards, ending each chapter with a challenging boss fight. Despite the high-octane action, the game resets upgrades after each chapter, though some permanent enhancements persist for future runs. After completing each chapter, you do get more options. The hand-drawn graphics are rich in detail and packed with Easter eggs and references. The story is not intricate or that deep, however it is engaging and relatively fun with cinematics and a surprising plot twist midway through. The final epilogue, featuring a synth ballad during the credits, stays true to its nostalgic influences. The art style is both captivating and gruesome, vividly depicting Jack's combat with robots using various weapons. The music, especially with the main menu theme, enhances the overall experience with its energy and chill vibes, making it not just a game, but somewhat of a full-bodied sensory adventure. As for the gameplay, it will feel instantly familiar to fans of first-person shooters. Even though I personally don't play much in the boomer shooter genre, the controls were relatively easy to automatically relate to, as I had plenty of reference points available. While I personally enjoyed the guns, specifically the shotgun, the katana was one of the things I had the most fun with. Being able to throw it at your enemies and freezing them felt really good. I definitely prefer the eyes to the fire katana. Up-close combat and somewhat of a endless runner of a boomer shooter is quite the fun experience. With some of the movement, it reminded me of the game Ghost Runner, where you're sliding up walls, trying to dodge bullets and pay attention to your surroundings, all while avoiding obstacles and moving at a high-octane pace. Granted, I don't play a lot of games like this, so maybe that's more like something else if you're familiar with the genre. Overall though, as a relatively unskilled gamer at this genre of game, I had an easy time picking everything up and played it to completion in only a couple of hours. Now, while that may sound like you don't get a lot of bang for your buck, as it is priced at $18 on Steam right now, that's definitely not the case because the core gameplay loop is overall the thing that kept me engaged the entire time. With more content promised and coming on the way, as well as different modes and achievements to try, I'm sure I'll stay plenty busy with the game. Even if it is just logging in every now and then for a 30-minute session. So yeah, overall I think it's one of the better games of this year, probably in my top 3 so far, and one I had the most enjoyment playing just immediately from the get-go. What did you think of MULLET MADJACK? Do you think it's a fresh breath of air, not only in boomer shooters, but larger gaming in general? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for making it until the end of the video. Be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Here at Inner Spiral, we cover a mix of multimedia content, including the movies, shows, and games we all love. So be sure to join us, and we'll see you next time in the Spiral.